The DP was at the coast yesterday, and a lot of people have been speculating about whether he has any plans to join, form, or be part of an alliance or a coalition. Well, he says he doesn't need to. Do you agree with him? Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Yeah, do you think the DP should join a coalition? Yes, that's what we're talking about. That's our main story today. More details on that coming up. Also, some big news stories setting the agenda today. Caroline Kangogo's father disputed the internet's claims that she was killed. More details on that coming up. Also, was the IEBC really hacked? Chair Wafula Chebukati has given a different account. You, my friend, are just in time for Speed Feed, a summary of today's big news stories and trending topics. Welcome to the show. Mr. Kimani Mbugua is my name. It is always a pleasure to have you here on Speed Feed as we take a look at the day's news and trends. You know what to do if you're watching on Facebook. Share the stream with your friends. Also, leave me a comment on our main story. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to Kenyans.co.ke so that you're always notified when we go live. Yeah, so that you can come here and we can talk about the day's news, organize them and, in a way that you understand what's happening in the day. All right. Now, I want you to give me your thoughts on our main story today, which is about the DP. He was in Kilifi yesterday for a 2-day tour, and he said that he will not be joining or forming any alliance. DP Ruto added that the only alliance he will be making is with voters. He is also of the opinion that political alliances are ethnic-based, and he is prepared to face any alliance that will be facing him in the 2022 presidential race. Do you agree with him? Do you think the DP needs a coalition or an alliance? Is it necessary for him to be able to get to State House in next year's general elections? Give me your thoughts. Yes, I see a lot of you already here. I'll be reading your thoughts and your comments as we go on with the show, as I tell you about other news as well. But that's our main story. I want to hear from you today because, let's talk about politics. So far, we have how many alliances? NASA, which is kind of dead, kind of alive. Nobody knows where it stands. Everyone keeps saying one thing today and a different thing tomorrow, but we also know that One Kenya Alliance is alive as it stands. Yeah, so far we have two, one that is half dead and the other one that is, it's there. It's already there and has already been declared, although they have not given their presidential candidate yet, even today. Yeah, so let's talk in the comments. Do you think the DP should consider either joining the already existing alliances, or should he form his own, come together with other candidates? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I know some of you have very interesting thoughts and comments about coalitions. Do coalitions work? You guys remember back in the 2002, the National Rainbow Coalition, and then in 2013 we had the Jubilee Coalition and the CORD Coalition. Then 2017 we had Jubilee Party and NASA Coalition. Yeah. Do you think it's necessary for the DP to be part of one? Yeah. Give me your thoughts and comments below. Yeah. I'll appreciate them. I'll be reading them as we go on. I see a lot of you are joining right now. Yes. Gather your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Start typing right now. I'll be reading them. Meanwhile, as you give me your thoughts, another story in the news that you need to know today is that Caroline Kangogo's father, Barnaba Kibor, who is also an ex-police officer, came out to dispute the internet theories that Kangogo did not die by suicide. Now, since the news of her death broke last week, there has been speculation based on the images taken at the scene of her death, and people, speculated that she could have been murdered elsewhere and her body dumped at her parents' homestead. So Mr. Kibor, her father, said he has no doubts that Kangogo died by suicide, and he added that on Thursday night last week, that is, a border rider dropped her off 50 meters from their home, and when she got in, she went straight to the backyard bathroom, locked herself in, and shot herself in the head. So that's the latest regarding that, the case of Kangogo. Now, moving on to other stories, TSC has revealed the number of people who applied for 9,000 vacant teaching positions. That number is 350,000 people. So there are only 9,000 positions available, but about 350,000 people applied. which means 341,000 people are going to miss out, but at least they applied. And if you're one of those who applied, hoping to be recruited by TSC, they say the recruitment will be done between 22nd July and the 28th of July. So all the best to you guys. Yeah. So I see your comments are coming in, so let's just get straight and let me check out your comments on today's story. Our main story today is about the DP, who says that he does not need to join or form a coalition. He says that coalitions are ethnic based and he does not need to be part of one. Yeah. Collins Mwendo, you hear, you're saying DP needs no alliance, have us people and God. Evans Kipkuru, you're saying form an alliance, and yeah, he needs to form an alliance. That's what you said. You're tuned in from Bomet County. Thank you so much. Thomas Deng, Ingersoll Wasteth. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Salanja Philip, you're just joining us now. Thank you so much. Collins Mwendo, you're saying you're watching from Turkana. Yeah, thank you so much for your comments. Yes, so yeah, as we go on with the show, in case you're just joining us now, our main story for today, we're asking, should DP Ruto consider either forming an alliance or a coalition or joining an already existing coalition or alliance? That's a question. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati denied claims that the commission servers had been hacked by a Juja-based 21-year-old who is claimed to have also extracted voters' data. In a statement, Chebukati said that the IEBC servers are not connected to the open internet, so it would be difficult for someone to access the servers without authorization. Basically, he denied any claims that IEBC servers were hacked. This was based on a story that was ran earlier by Standard and Star, who reported that the DCI were pursuing a 21-year-old who had hacked IEBC servers. So that's where it came from. And in other news that you need to know today, this one is important because, the tug of war that has been going on between the legislature and the judiciary. So, National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi, he has responded to that stalemate after, CJ Martha Koome, last week she barred the judiciary's chief registrar from appearing before Parliament's Public Accounts Committee to answer to, audit queries. And Speaker Muturi says that any state agency that does not heed to Parliament's summons to answer to audit queries will face consequences like having their budgets cut if they cannot be accountable. CJ Koome wrote to Speaker Muturi saying that judiciary officials will not appear before Parliament because that is Parliament overreaching its mandate. But Speaker Muturi disagreed. And in regards to that letter that was written to him, he says that he saw it on social media like everyone else. Basically, he said it was not addressed to him directly. Yeah. So that's where it's at between CJ Martha Koome and National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi. Do you think one is overreaching? Do you think it's justified for Parliament to demand that officials from the judiciary appear before Parliament to answer to, questions raised by the Auditor General? Because this whole story started with the Auditor General, who revealed that some judicial officials, very top judicial officials, some of them in charge of finance, have been in office on acting capacity for a very long time, which is against the judicial staff policy. Yeah, so that's where this all began. Thank you so much, Frank Edward, for joining. I see all of you. Ben Ulem Hambo, you're saying he should form an alliance. Joining one, no. He is too big for that. You're watching from Ongata Rongai. Ben Ulem Hambo, thank you so much for your comment, Ben. Osembe Josephat, thank you for joining. Kennedy Oyo, thank you. Jotham Muching, Imboga Jasper, Tony Haron, Augustine Miles, Beatrice. Yeah, I love the way she's written her name. Beatrice. Yeah. Tony Harun and everyone else who's joining us right now. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's our main story today. That's the question we're asking. Should the DP consider either forming an alliance or a coalition or joining one of the already existing coalitions? And Ben amesema he should form an alliance. Well, yesterday at the coast, he said that he does not need to join or form an alliance or a coalition. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court, here in Nairobi, they declined to give their advisory opinion to the Nairobi County government concerning the question of, filling the governor's office. There's been a bit of controversy with the Sonko succession. So this was followed by an application that was filed by the County Assembly Clerk to the Supreme Court, who sought an advisory on what happens when the Speaker of the County Assembly declines to assume the office of the governor in case the governor is impeached or dies. But a 5-judge bench led by Deputy CJ Philomena Mwilu declined to render advisory opinions. They said that they agree with the initial opinion of the Attorney General that question is hypothetical, it was yet to happen, and so there is no need for them to seek advisory at the Supreme Court. Yeah. Violet Almisi, I see you. Mcheka Josephat, I see you. Vincent Konga, you're saying DP need no alliance. Tuned in from Nyamira. How is Nyamira? Yeah. Vincent Konga, asante sana for your comment. Charles Mugo, you're saying we are here for Ruto. Yeah. So my question is, do you think that Ruto should form a coalition or an alliance, or should he join one that's already existing? Do you think it's necessary? Yeah. Yeah, that's a question, Charles Mugo. And everybody else who's Ben amesema Ruto is too big to join a coalition. He needs to form one of his own. Yeah. You already said that UDA ndio, chama ya future. He's already declared. Now, at least he's speaking outrightly and supporting UDA. Yeah. Now, as I always do, here on Speed Feed, every weekday, I give you some good reads that you can find on Kenyans.co.ke. So, on our first good read for today, and you know where to find it. Where's that? Yeah, you know where to find it. That's where you find it. We always do this thing. Yeah. Go to Kenyans.co.ke. So I'm going to recommend it to you. This is a fantastic read, by the way. It's a fantastic story. Read about the story of a former street mom who graduated from college 10 years after her story was highlighted on TV. It is a heartwarming and inspirational story, I tell you. Yeah, I read it and I was like, there is nothing I cannot do. If she managed to pull herself out of that, then you can do it also. I promise you, it's a fantastic read, fantastic piece by Derek Kubasu. You can find it with that title. Want to show them again? Felix? Yeah. Sorry, I meant that the yeah, but it's good. It's good. Now we're closing that. But in case you're watching, we will link the story. Yeah, but here it is. Look at her on her graduation day and a picture of her as a street mom. Yeah, quite inspirational. Yeah, I'll give you another one in just a few. But here's another very interesting story about a chimpanzee. So, the only baby chimpanzee in Iran has been relocated to a chimpanzee care center here in Kenya after a months-long campaign to find a suitable condition or a suitable place for her to be living. So this is 4-year-old Baran, the chimp. Yeah, he will now be living at Sweetwater's Chimpanzee Sanctuary here in Kenya. He came from Eram Zoo, which is the main wildlife center in Tehran. And the officials there noted the decision was made to transfer 4-year-old Baran to Kenya because Kenya provides refuge for rescued animals, orphaned wild animals or abused young chimps. And Baran, the chimp, was born prematurely in 2017 at the Eram Zoo in Tehran. Her mother wasn't able to fully bond with her when she was, growing up. And she wasn't accepted by the other chimpanzees after her mother died. And Baran was moved into a cage for her own protection. But then the conditions got too dire for her to, stay in a cage zoo in Iran. And now he's here in Kenya. Yeah. Where did you... I promise you that this is a story you can only find on Kenyans. because our team of journalists are usually, they're really on point to find you such stories. Yeah, right. It's a fantastic story. Now, to a sad story. The body of Kikuyu musician Wanjaro Jr. was found at Masinga Dam in Embu after a 4-day search for him. I'm sure some of you might be familiar with this news. There's a suicide note that was left behind before he disappeared about 4 days ago. He disappeared from his home in Kasarani last week, and his body was found in Masinga Dam. And just another story to show you the kind of struggles that people are going through. And one of the police officers investigating this case said that he had a debt of 700,000 shillings, which could have led to, a depressed state, that he was unable to meet his financial needs. Now, lastly, I want to leave you with a good read. Yeah, before I come to, check out your comments and we talk about our main story. Now, yeah, this is an update of other stories that are happening. But this one, I want you to bookmark it and go check it out on Kenyans. Read about, the story of Mama Fuas. So, how much do they make? I was really surprised. Yeah, you'll be surprised to find out just how much some of them make in a month. Yeah. Some of them make more than a lot of people in, office jobs. Yeah. Yeah, this is a title of the story. We're going to link it in the description after the show. Yeah. But check it out. Yeah. Some of them are making some really good money. For those of you who cannot be able to, do all the housework and you just call a Mama Fua. Yeah. Some of them have a lot of clients and they earn decent income from that. Yep. Let's check out your comments right now. Our main story for today was about DP Ruto. Does he need to be part of a coalition? Does he need to form one, or does he need to join one? Do you think it's necessary? He spoke yesterday. He said he does not need to join an alliance or a coalition. He just needs the voters. And that's what I was asking your thoughts on. Shout out to Sarah Grant, Daudi Chiro, Tasnuri Shibata. I see you, Anton Constantino, Gulet Serafin, Ebony Hayward. Thank you so much. Fikiman, you're saying right now DP Ruto is a scavenger in Jubilee. He must resign first. So if he resigns from Jubilee, does he need to form a coalition, or does he just need to go with UDA as a party and run with UDA as a party? Do you think UDA is strong enough to, get enough MPs for him in parliament, or does he need to consider being part of a coalition? Yep, that's the question. But thank you, Fiki. You're saying, you're saying he should resign from Jubilee first. Well, he hasn't done that. A lot of people have been calling for it, but he's never said that he is going to resign. Evans Pishaga, you're saying, with or without Ruto is a fifth preso. Casey Zulu, I see you're watching. Thank you, Evan Bishaga, for your comment. Zephania Maroa, you're saying Ruto, in fact, should vie for Uasin Gishu gubernatorial seat if he wants to remain relevant politically. That's Zephania Maroa. You're replying to Evans Kipkurui Tunoi. Evans Kipkurui, I always see you here on Speedfilm in the comment section. Thank you so much. Evans, you're saying, Evans has said Ruto needs to form an alliance. That's what Evans has said. And Zephania replied that Ruto, in fact, should vie for Uasin Gishu gubernatorial seat if he wants to remain relevant politically. Yeah. Let's have a conversation. Yeah. Zephania, you're also saying, Zephania, thank you so much for your comment. Say Ruto should step down fast as DP, having formed UDA. He is in the office illegally. With or without alliance, Ruto is going nowhere. Zephania, Nigel says anaambia Zefania na inakaa unajua sheria. Yeah. Some of you don't. Yeah, I get a lot of you. Some of you do support the DP. Some of you do not. But you know, keep it respectful. Yeah, let's be respectful in the comments. Yeah. Ben Ulem Hambo, you're saying, I hear those people who are saying that he need no alliance. My friend, no one is an island. 2 hands are better than one. That's Ben Ulem Hambo saying he should form an alliance. Paul Musioka, you're saying he doesn't need an alliance. He's okay. You're watching from Nairobi. Paul Musioka, thank you so much for your comment, Paul. Collins Mwendo, you're back. He's saying other leaders should join DP and form the next government. He's a sure bet. Moha, you're saying, mark my words, Ruto will never occupy State House without an alliance. Evans Bishaga, you're in Kisii. How is Kisii doing? Yeah. Leo Nairobi kumekuwa na baridi lakini leo jua imewaka bana. Leo jua imetu yeah, jua imetunyeshea leo. Yeah, I'm seeing your comments. Yeah. Thank you for all your comments. And Zephania and Kajeri Jr., you're saying Ruto should form an alliance, probably with NAC Kenya. Yeah. Saying he should form an alliance. You agree with those who are saying he should form an alliance? There's a very interesting conversation that Zephania has started here in the comments, and I'm just following all of you guys, and thank you so much for your comments and joining us in this conversation here. Okay, let's be respectful. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, the main story here was today that the DP was in Kilifi yesterday, and he said that he does not need to be part of an alliance. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, you don't need that. Yeah, but some people might disagree. He's saying, you know, given the history of this country, since 2002, yeah, alliances and coalitions come. Well, they don't last that long, but they do help to propel people into power. But in fact, he should know that because he formed the Jubilee Coalition in 2013. Yeah. And before that, there was the Rainbow Coalition. Yeah. And a lot of you feel that he should. Others feel he should not. He can just go, you know, alone. Kanzeri, you're saying Uhuru was elected in 2013 and 2017 because of Ruto. Yeah, because of that kind of an alliance. Do you think, Kanzeri, do you think it's necessary for him to do that now? Yeah. Asanteni sana for your comments. Yeah. Ben alisema, I hear those people who are saying that he need no alliance. My friends, no one is an island and 2 hands are better than one. Michael Sini, you're replying to Zephania. Mature politics. Like your word. Yeah. Thank you for that conversation. You know, before we close, and I know it's gonna continue, yeah. This feed is gonna be here in the comments, so we can just continue having a conversation. But before we close the show, let's check out what are some of the main news stories trending right now, or some of the news stories that we have right now on Kenyans.co.ke. Our top story is the CJ Kome Muturi supremacy battle escalates. Just told you of what happened. Parliament wants to have oversight over judiciary. Judiciary says, nah, that's overreaching. And it's now escalating. And Nico Thiambo has joined Hot 96 FM. Now he's going to be on the show with Jeff, right? Yeah, that story is on Kenyans right now. More details of that. And Gideon Moy's motorsport event raises 140 million shillings. And GSU officer, latest victim of SIM card scammer. Have you seen those people? Yeah, T-shirt, Nanini's G SIM card, and then before you know it, they've transferred everything from your M-Pesa or your bank. And KICC bankruptcy, bosses on the spot of a luxury trip to Malaysia. KICC owes millions to KRA. And meet the Kenyan doctor thriving in gym business after quitting medicine. Yeah, interesting. Hata madaktari naweza toka na uanze gym. Yeah, Kenyans, my friends, Kenyans, the spirit of, never giving up, entrepreneurship. Yeah, that's one of the stories you can read there. And KCPE 2020, Kenya's #1 candidate unable to join high school. And HELB has warned of a new activation scam. Yeah, those are some of the latest stories that you can find on Kenyans.co.ke. Also, remember that book that we were quoting last week? The Kiraito Murungi's book. It's called Beyond Politics, a conversation with Kiraito Murungi by journalist Jerry Rugeni. It has now attracted a lawsuit. Also, a section of Next Gen Mall is going to be put for auction. I'm just giving you some headlines so that whichever sparks your interest, you can log on to Kenyans.co.ke after this. Also, let's see what Twitter is all about right now. Engage the IG is going on. Engage the IG is Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyambai. He usually does this engage the public, where he comments or responds to people's questions. Also on there's a hashtag called Debt of Shame, and it is highlighting how a lot of Kenyans have been listed on CRB, and kind of the tactics, the scare tactics that some mobile lenders use to scare people into paying back their loans, including calling your friends. Yeah. That's pretty much it. This is a lot of sponsored stuff today. Yeah. So that's it. That's those are the top news that you need to know today and what's trending. Now you're up to date. And my friends here on Facebook, I love the way you guys are just having a conversation in the comment section. Zephania has really started a conversation here. The thread on Zephania's comments. So I'm just gonna leave you guys here to discuss to discuss this. Yes, but the topic for today is here on Speed Feed. Comment on the comment section. Does DP Ruto need to form or join a coalition or alliance, or can he go at it alone? Swala nyeti. Discuss in the comments. Santeni sana. Thank you so much for watching Speed Feed. My name is Kimani Mbugua. We're always here every weekday afternoon between 2 and 3 p.m. to talk about the day's news and the trending topics, just in case you're joining us and this is your first time, right? That's what we do here. And, the comments always lead to, that's where we have conversations about big stories of the day. Yeah. So tomorrow is Eid. We're not going to be on tomorrow, but we'll be on Wednesday. Yes. So I'll be back on Wednesday so that we can recap everything and have a conversation. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.